Welcome to today's IVG Market Blast. I'm Brad Alexander, and today we'll take a look at Forex trading on the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, CAD Swiss, Pound CAD, Aussie Kiwi, WTI, and Brent crude oil. Just a reminder that these videos are only an observation of current market conditions, and these are not to be considered as trading advice. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep up to date. We looked at crude oil last time, and the last thing we want to do is to second-guess the reliability of ceasefire talks in the Iran war. Well, it seems that the latest talks are being taken seriously as the price of crude oil is falling below $100 and the WTI Brent spread is about $5, which is normal. The point is, of course, the Strait of Hormuz is still considered unsafe for passage, which is keeping the price of crude inflated. Last time I had you paying attention to a currency pair that you may not have noticed before. Yes, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and why did it move so much, and why did the New Zealand dollar suddenly get stronger? Firstly, Wednesday's Australian CPI was lower than expected, which drove the Australian dollar weaker. Then the Reserve Bank of New Zealand voted to keep interest rates on hold, but that's not the whole story. The vote was 4-3, quite narrow, which told the market that the central bank might be going to raise interest rates at some point soon this year. As I mentioned in the last video, when you see news events that affect two currencies so close together, you may see some big moves if the news is contrary. Secondly, it's not just about the figures, and if they missed analyst expectations, it's about how the figures got there. And thirdly, very often the statements and the press conferences that follow the news events can move the markets even more than the figures themselves. Today we have a slow news day with the Canadian GDP as one of the only headlines. I encourage you to look at all Canadian dollar pairs and look for trends like this bearish price action on CAD Swiss. So, if the news drives price action against the trend, we have the option of entering the trade in the direction of the trend. Another pair we're watching is Pound CAD, which has been bearish all week, but we see price action in a falling wedge, which is typically a bullish pattern, so keep an eye on the news. You will have noticed the huge rally in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ based on AI and tech stocks, but the Dow Jones has lagged behind. Very often, investors will move into a risk-on mood later, and the Dow will catch up. That's all for now. CFDs and FX are leveraged products, and your capital may be at risk.